Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Thought I'd do another read aloud outside today because it's been very nice. Today was the first day that I'd gotten to actually mow the lawn. So I thought it'd be a good way to wrap the afternoon up being outside here today. Still reading from, and of course I think this might be backwards, Kevin and the Three-Headed Alien. Today I thought we would read chapters 15, 16, and 17. This is the beginning of the kids getting together to actually film the movie. So this is where they kind of get into the nitty-gritty. Chapter 15, The Crew. Now that the star of the movie was in costume, Jared turned around and began rushing down the stairs. "All right, let's get started," he said. "Wait!" The red-skinned three-headed alien said, "I can't run but so fast, one of my heads might fall off." The boys turned around to help TJ down the stairs and out to the set. When they reached the bottom of the stairs and turned into the kitchen, Kevin's mom gasped. "TJ, your costume is amazing," she said after calming down. "Linda, you did an incredible job on this." Mrs. Williams, TJ's mom, smiled. "I have to say that this was mostly TJ's doing," she said. "He knew exactly what he wanted it to look like. I just showed him the materials to use." The doorbell rang. "Kevin, why don't you go get the door?" his mom suggested. "Those are your guests." Kevin kept the door open. "Ah!" Sarah screamed in his face, causing him to stumble backwards. "Did you like my scream? I've been practicing it all week," she said. She was so excited her smile looked like it was hurting her face. As she stepped inside, Kevin didn't realize that Sam was standing behind her. His dad's army helmet covered his eyes, and only the tips of his black, shaggy hair were visible. He was wearing a green army shirt, pants, and black boots. He was definitely ready to order an army strike on an invading alien. Sam's dad walked in behind him. Like Sam, he was shorter than average, with black hair that had some gray sprinkled in. "Hi, I'm Sam's dad. I also brought Sarah." He reached out a hand to Kevin, who shook it. "Nice to meet you, Mr. Ford." Sam seemed to roll his eyes, but it was hard to tell with his hair in front of his eyes. "She's our next-door neighbor," he explained. Kevin walked him into the kitchen to introduce everyone to his mom. There stood 3 parents and 5 strangely dressed third graders. "Well, we've got quite the crew here," Kevin's mom said. "I don't really know what everyone needs. Everyone just agrees to stay in the yard. If you need anything to eat or drink, just come ask." "Thank you for doing this, Mrs. Kirshner," said Jared. "Yes, thank you," said the rest of the crew. "Now, go make your movie," Kevin's mom replied, waving them out the door. Chapter 16, Action. That's what a director yells to kind of get everybody going on the scene when the camera's rolling. So chapter 16, Action. Less than a minute later, they were standing out in the backyard. Jared picked up his director's notebook. Kevin grabbed the script, and everyone stood in a circle waiting on instructions. "Okay, last night, me and Kevin got the opening shots of the spaceship coming down and Kevin seeing the lights in the sky. When do we get to see the video you shot?" Sarah demanded. "When we finish shooting today, then you can see everything," Kevin explained. He was not going to put up with our bossiness today. "We don't have time to argue with you." Okay, back to what we need to do next," Jared said, looking down at his binder. "TJ, we need you over here. You are going to be a long way off in this shot." Jared moved the camera and tripod. TJ walked to the other end of the yard and waited for instructions. Jared got in behind the camera. "Okay, stand behind the tree, and when I shout action, I want you to walk slowly around the tree." TJ stood behind the tree. The rest of the crew assembled behind the camera. Jared framed the shot in the viewfinder. "Action," declared Jared in his most directorial voice yet. TJ walked slowly around the tree. He held his arm stiffly at his side, turned to his left to face the camera, and began walking toward it. "Cut! Cut!" shouted Jared. Everyone crowded around the camera to watch the first shot of the day played back. They held their breath and waited. There on the screen was an alien walking slowly around the tree in Kevin's backyard. For a brief moment, they were watching an alien come at them. TJ was not on the screen. It was an alien, and he was headed straight for them. They had their first shot of the day. The crew let out a loud cheer. Chapter 17, Blowing Up, and here's the picture introducing chapter 17 and them blowing up. I know that there on the camera, I think it's backwards, but you can still see what's happening there. Chapter 17, Blowing Up. For the next 3 hours, the crew ran around the backyard, setting up shots and listening to Jared yell, "Action!" and "Cut!" At various times, Kevin ran from an alien, and then it was Sarah's turn to scream, to try to run, and fall down. Next, it was Sam's turn for his big close-up. It was time to call in the troops and order the bombing raid. Jared got the camera and tripod ready. "Okay, everybody else get out of the shot," Jared barked. Sam is going to take his phone and order the airstrike. Your line is, "Send in the bombers." "Trust me, I know my line," Sam said. He had been practicing it all night in his bedroom. "Action!" "Send in the bombers," Sam said in a very gruff and old voice. The rest of the crew thought this sounded great for someone who was only 9. "Sam, what a great voice," said Kevin. "Yes, that was incredible," Jared agreed. "Well, how exactly are we going to blow the alien up?" asked Sam. We're not blowing up TJ," Kevin assured everyone. "Yeah, we're not blowing up TJ," TJ agreed. "Well, duh, what is wrong with you people?" Sam said as he reached into his pocket and pulled out some fireworks. "Sweet," TJ said. "Those are illegal," said Sarah, putting her hands on her hips. "What would we blow up anyway?" Jared asked. "Nothing," said Sam, who had it all figured out. "We could just get a shot of an explosion." Kevin stood there, dumbfounded. He barely knew Sam, and here was Sam standing in his backyard in army fatigues, holding illegal fireworks that looked like a small bomb. His parents would freak out and shut down the production. He heard the creak of the back screen door being opened. It was his mom. "Does anybody want lunch?" she said from the porch. "Put that away," Kevin whispered. He was begging. "My mom will kill us." Sam wasn't convinced. "Why?" "She will send you home," Kevin whispered. Sarah walked over with her hands clenched at her sides. She was fuming. Her face was deep red. She pointed a finger into Sam's face. "Look, I know you think I'm bossy, but put that away right now. You will not ruin this for the rest of us. I don't care what you think of me, but you're not going to end this for Kevin and the rest of us." She leaned in so close to Sam that their noses were pointing and hissed, "Put it away now." "Okay, geez," Sam said, and returned the fireworks to his pockets. Kevin had a newfound respect for Sarah. "Well, does the crew want a break for lunch?" Kevin's mom said as she approached the group. The crew stood there, afraid to move or speak. Kevin continued staring at Sam. "Yes, let's take 30 for lunch," shouted the director. They walked into the kitchen without saying a word. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this afternoon. If you were live with me today, if you were catching me later, thank you for taking your time. Go ahead and share these if you don't mind, either with teachers or parents that need some read-alouds going on during this time. I'll hopefully be able to continue doing these. Eventually, I'll leave a link in the description in the box for you to be able to pick the book up if you don't have it already. Also check out my Facebook page. This has the videos and other read-alouds and other lessons. If you haven't already, go ahead and like my page, because I'm going to try and do a read-aloud every day, or maybe some lessons on writing during this time when we're all kind of stuck at home. Everybody hang in there. Leave a comment if you can. Let me know what your kids are up to, or if they're doing any writing. In any way, everybody have a wonderful afternoon, and hang in there. Talk with you later. Bye-bye.